One of the biggest decisions every pet parent faces is whether to neuter their cat. Is the surgery safe? How will it affect your bond with your pet? And then there's the moral dilemma. Should you really be the one to end your adorable, sweet cat's bloodline? We faced these same questions and hesitated, delaying the surgery until our Siberian cat, Misha, went into her first heat. It was heartbreaking to see her struggle. Constant meowing, arching her back, always wanting to go outside, and even peeing in random corners of the house. In this video, we're sharing our personal journey through the neutering process, including all the pre-surgery preparations and post-surgery care. If you're a pet parent navigating this decision, stay tuned to the end. Neutering your pet comes with a host of benefits that can improve their overall quality of life. For female cats, it eliminates the stress of heat cycles and reduces the risk of fights with other cats. For both males and females, it helps curb hormone-driven behaviors such as aggression, howling, marking territory, and the constant urge to escape and roam outside. More importantly, neutering protects your pet from life-threatening health issues. For females, it eliminates the risk of ovarian and uterine cancers and drastically lowers the chances of developing deadly infections like pyometra. For males, it removes the risk of testicular cancer. Neutering also plays a vital role in controlling overpopulation. Did you know that a single male and female cat, along with their offspring, can multiply into over 2 million cats in just 10 years? No matter how much love and space you have, managing such numbers is impossible. By choosing to neuter your pet, you're not just ensuring their well-being, but also contributing to a larger, more responsible cause. Preparing for your cat's neutering procedure is just as important as the surgery itself. It starts with scheduling a pre-surgery checkup to ensure your cat is healthy and ready for the procedure. Once Misha and Zoey's reports came normal, we took an appointment for the surgery. The toughest part was the 6 to 8 hours of fasting before the surgery. This meant no food and water until the procedure. It was extremely difficult, especially when those adorable eyes begged for food and treats, but we kept them distracted with plenty of playtime. We also prepared their carriers with soft blankets to keep them comfortable during the trip to the clinic. Once we reached the clinic as per the schedule, we handed our fur babies to the vet. The vet administered anesthesia and asked us to wait outside till the procedure is completed. We waited patiently while praying for their well-being.
2 hours later.
After 2 hours, we were called in. The vet said the surgery went well and everything's normal. Zoey was almost out of the anesthesia effect, but Misha was still under the effect. We could now take our kittens back to home, although we were asked to wait for 2 hours before giving them any food or water. Misha and Zoey were still a bit dizzy and in a state of confusion if they have reached back home, with occasionally checking on each other. We provided them water to drink, but they still looked stoned. Half an hour later, we gave them wet food and they ate it quickly. The quantity and interval of food was given by the vet, and we followed the instructions. The cone is supposed to be kept on till the stitches are removed, which is usually 7 days. We selected the lightest and softest cone available at the store so that it doesn't bother them much. There were initial efforts of licking their surgery wound and also removing the cone. But thankfully, they settled in their cone quickly. By second day morning, the anesthesia had worn out completely, but the toughest of post-surgery care was starting. Feeding them medicines.
God, please, no!
Zoey was the more difficult one to give medicines. She resisted with all her might and would spill out a little bit every time. Misha was easier to administer the medicine. although she also showed some resistance. The medicines included painkiller and antibiotic for 4 days, twice a day. On the third day, we took them to vet again to check if their wounds were healing well and to check for any signs of infection. Thankfully, their recovery was on a right track. Back at home, we removed their cones for a while to clean them up and see how they react, but their aggressive licking of wound means the cones will continue till the stitches get removed. Things were looking normal 4th day onwards, and they were back to their active self with Misha once again, looking for her daily evening walk. Finally, the 7th day had come when their stitches would come off. We took them to vet, and the news was shared that their wounds had healed and it took barely 5 minutes to remove their stitches. We brought them back. There was an ointment given to apply on their surgery wound to reduce inflammation and to reduce the surgery marks. And finally, it was time to remove their collars and let them lick themselves freely. Now, it was time to give them treats for all their troubles and good kitty behavior. Let us know in comments if you want to share your journey of neutering your pets or have any queries about the surgery. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for being part of Journey of Misha and Zoey.